Oh, hey guys, Boston fan back. And I'm just making a quick video to show off a couple new pickups I've had. I've made a little bit of a, not really PC switch, but I'm trying to refocus my PC a little bit. There have been some videos recently that have come out about hobby burnout, and I'm not at hobby burnout. It's more like I'm trying to collect everything, and it's a little overwhelming, and I'm having a hard time narrowing it down to what I want to collect because there's just so many areas that I'm interested in, and I see a million different videos and everything I see seems cool. So I'm trying to figure that all out. Um, and so I wouldn't call it burnout per se, but more it's just like, I don't know, oversaturating myself with information and cool cards. And there's just way more out there than I could ever afford. And one of the channels I really like is Midlife Sports Cards. The creator there and I are very similar in our collecting mindsets. He's a teacher, I'm a teacher. I'm slightly younger than him, I believe, but not too much. And he really preaches, and I've really appreciated his videos of like collecting what you like, right? And so, you know, when I show off cards, usually they're lower grade because great condition doesn't matter to me. I more would rather own a decent copy or a nice-ish looking copy of the card. And so one of the things I got into in the last month, I was looking through my Red Sox collection, and it's not big. I haven't like PC'd like individual Red Sox cards, but one that I came across was this 2019 David Ortiz short print. I bought this in 2019. And I bought it because I really like the picture. It shows him with his 3 World Series rings, and then they gave him another ring, I don't know which one it is, for winning the 2013 World Series MVP. This was on banner day. You can see the banner behind. And I just thought it was a really cool card. It's a Series 2 short print. And so I bought that 4 years ago now, and it's just kind of been sitting in a box and hidden away. And I haven't really focused on my Red Sox collecting per se. There's just so much out there, and I just, don't know what to focus on. But then I saw, and I don't remember how I came across it, but in 2022 update, there was another Ortiz short print, very similar to the 2019. Same day, he's got his ring box here, and he's showing his 2 rings. So one of them is the World Series ring from 2013, and the other is, and I don't know which is his World Series MVP ring. And I just thought it was another cool image. I love the design of 2022 Topps in general. I just think it's really clean and really neat looking. And so when I saw this, I decided I had to pick it up. And that got me kind of exploring, like, really appreciating the images of the Red Sox cards. And it kind of sent me down a eBay rabbit hole. And what I've started to realize that I want a PC a little bit more, and they're not going to be expensive cards, are Red Sox cards or images depicting great moments of the last 20 years, the 4 World Series championships. And I found a whole bunch of cards that have cool images on them, so I'm going to be spending a little bit of time and a little bit of money on cards that just have those cool images, images that I remember and that are iconic, at least to me. They're all pretty cheap, so I'm going to try to put a spin on it. And, if it's a Topps, buy a Topps Gold or whatnot. This, of course, is a short print. Now, I watched some Striker Breaks videos, and short print, we're going to put in quotes. He estimates, and he does a really good job of breaking it down usually, that there's probably about 2,000 to 2,700 printed copies of the short prints. So it's not exactly a rare card, but it adds a little specialness to it. It's not just a base printed card. And in my searches, I found another short print from Update that I really liked, so I picked that up too. And that is Pedro Martinez had a short print, and it pictures him celebrating the 2004 World Series championship. He's got his World Championship shirt on. I still have that shirt somewhere upstairs. He was carrying a Dominican flag around with him. At some point, I think he put it on as a cape. And I thought that was just another really cool image, so I picked that up right away. And in so doing, I created a whole list of Red Sox cards that depict neat moments from the last 20 years. And so I'm going to start kind of PCing those a little bit. It's not a high value thing. Most of the cards aren't particularly rare. They're, not going to be as sought after probably as vintage, but, in just trying to evaluate what I want to collect and I want to enjoy it. One YouTuber, Chris from Missouri, he shows off his card displays every now and then. He switches them out. And when I was thinking about this, I thought it'd be pretty cool to have just interesting Red Sox images of the last 20 years of the World Series teams. And just, maybe one day I want to switch them in if I ever have a card room and have that be the subject of the card display for that month or however long. So that's what I'm going to be PCing. I picked up these two short prints. Again, short print in quotations is probably 2,700 of each, according to Striker. And it was, I found that in my old box and just started looking, and I don't know how I came across that, and I went down the rabbit hole. So now I've got a list of like 30 cards. When I make my October allowance video, I picked up a couple other shorter print cards that kind of follow this theme. And you might see that from time to time from now on. I'm going to be trying to stick a couple Red Sox cards in there here and there just because Red Sox are my favorite team. I thought about doing it for the Patriots, but it's a lot harder for me to pick out like card images of particular moments from the Patriot success that we've had over the last 20 years. They're just not quite as iconic and easy to spot. I certainly want Patriot stuff, but Red Sox are a lot easier. It's a lot easier to tell if it's a World Series image, if it's from a particular play. A lot of times they'll be labeled. So that's what I'm chasing right now. And so you guys will be following me on that journey as I add more cards to this particular little subset PC of Red Sox championship baseball cards. So anyway, thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for letting me show off my two new additions, the two 2022 Topps Update Red Sox cards. There are other Red Sox short prints, but I'm going to be focusing really on the World Series stuff and playoff things. So Roger Clemens is in several of them, but I'm not really looking to pick up the Clemens. Yaz is in some of them. There's a couple interesting Yaz images that I might pick up. And if I do, I'll show them off. Ted Williams has a bunch of short prints, and they're nice images, but they're not at the top of my list. I'm trying to focus more on the 04, 07, 2013, 2018 Red Sox and images that relate to the championships in those rounds, because really, I grew up thinking I'd never see the Red Sox ever win a World Series, and I've been lucky enough to see them win 4. And I impress upon my kids all the time. They don't quite get it yet. They're still young. But it's just kind of amazing to me in the sports world that I live in. My team, the Red Sox, have actually won 4 World Series. So it's kind of crazy. So I'm going to collect that a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you again soon.